Skyrocket your global reach by dubbing your content into 150 languages worldwide. Scale your videos to different languages and countries just like big bloggers do. And you don't need a huge budget for dubbing. It's super easy. Take a subtitle file in SRT, VTT, or SUB format. Paste it in. Click Generate Speech. Done. Now you can insert this voiceover into your video and listen to the synchronized translation.
Esto significa que las granjas pueden tener un mayor retorno de la inversión.
This way you can dub webinars, lectures, YouTube, TV shows, or educational videos. Let's go! Subtitles can only be voiced on a specific page. Here it is. The interface is unique because it includes a button to upload subtitle files. You can navigate to this page from the menu or the main page when you upload a subtitle file through this button. After you've uploaded the subtitle file and click the Convert Subtitles to Speech button, the system analyzes each time segment. The neural network calculates whether it can voice the subtitle text within the given period. If it can't manage within the basic settings, it accelerates as needed to fit the timing. Here's an example.
We'll now begin the presentation. This slide displays a graph illustrating our department's sales growth.
Here, you can hear the system sped up the audio in the second segment to fit into this time frame. SpeechGen includes a protection against harsh sounds. If the neural network realizes it would have to speed up more than 3 times to hit the timing, it issues a warning. Listen to this. Clearly, the robot won't be able to articulate this phrase in 3 seconds, and even tripling the speed won't help. Such situations arise when the subtitle file is incorrectly translated or errors were made in timing. If you want to force the neural network to voice at any speed, just put a hash symbol at the beginning of the problematic line. SpeechGen will voice it at any speed, just to fit the specified timing. Listen to what happens.
Today, I'm thrilled to present our company's latest sales figures, which demonstrate our remarkable growth and the effectiveness of our strategies in capturing market share.
It's all gibberish. The neural network fit the timing, but the speed is very high. For better quality voicing, I recommend adjusting the subs. For example, you could correct the timing of the subtitle or move part of the text to the previous or following voice block.
Today, I'm thrilled to present our company's latest sales figures, which demonstrate our remarkable growth and the effectiveness of our...
Great, that sounds perfect now. If you want SpeechGen to not only speed up but also slow down the speech, then select Speed Up and Slow Down here. These are fine-tuning settings. For instance, here's a phrase in English.
In this screencast, take a look at this function. Click the mouse in this menu. Next.
And in Spanish.
En este vídeo, mira esta función. Haz clic aquí. Proxime.
This phrase in Spanish translates the previous one from English. But, it's said faster. Look, the timing of the phrases doesn't match. If you want to remove this pause until the subtitle ends, choose the Slow Down option.
En este vídeo, mira esta función. Haz clic aquí. Proxime.
Hear that? SpeechGen slowed down the phrase so one phrase ends and the next follows immediately without a pause. However, there's also protection against harsh sounds here. SpeechGen won't slow down more than 3 times, otherwise, it will sound like bad slow motion. Sometimes subtitles have extra text in them. This happens a lot with auto-generated subtitles from YouTube. For example, you might see words like applause, laughter, music, or even the lyrics of a song playing in the background. You can remove these parts from the voiceover by putting them in square brackets. Just wrap them up, and the system will create silence in those parts. It's handy because you don't have to worry about editing them out. Listen to the result.
Hello everyone.
Check this out. The system skipped ahead based on the timing and started the voiceover from the 2-second and 400 millisecond mark. SpeechGen can read subtitles in different voices and languages. But there's one important rule. In one block of text at a time, you can only use one voice. That's how it works.
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
They call it a royale with cheese.
A royale with cheese. What do they call a Big Mac?
If you try to use several different voices in the same timing, the system will give you a heads up. Subtitles have a pretty strict format. If you mess it up, your video will be all mixed up, and the voiceover will be too. SpeechGen relies on the correct SRT, VTT, and SUB formats. For instance, if you remove a number here, the system will get confused. SpeechGen knows there should be 3 digits after the comma, and now there are only 2. Everything will get thrown off. The system will tell you which line the error is on. So, be careful when you make edits, and make sure to keep the format of your file in mind. SpeechGen knows not to voice technical lines, like timecodes. You won't be charged for these lines. Like any other service on SpeechGen, there's efficient caching available. This means the neural network remembers the audio of all sentences it has already voiced. When you rerun the voiceover, SpeechGen only resynthesizes the changed sentences. For sentences without changes, the system retrieves them from its memory without using up your limits. As a result, you don't pay again for the entire text. Hit like if you didn't know SpeechGen saves your limits. If you just change the timing, making SpeechGen adjust the voiceover speed to fit the subtitles, no limits are used at all. Look, I changed the timing, redo the voiceover, and my balance of limits doesn't decrease. There's a different acceleration algorithm that doesn't require revoicing. Adjust the timing as much as you need. However, if you change the speed in the voice settings, SpeechGen will charge for the entire text because the neural network needs to synthesize the audio from scratch. Thanks to these 3 technologies, you can voice your subtitles and edit them after without worrying about running out of limits. You can completely adjust timings without using any limits, and only pay for the text you actually revise. The simplest way is for voicing YouTube videos. Take a video, insert it into any subtitle gathering service, and get your subtitles. Right there, you can download the subs in the language you need. You can quickly localize your own videos into 150 languages supported by SpeechGen. For example, if you're creating training courses, you can translate the subtitles and launch training globally.
Chiamare molte funzioni contemporaneamente farà meglio a seguire le istruzioni.
Now you can rapidly localize any video content into 150 languages with SpeechGen support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay updated on new speech synthesis technologies.